TV5 News Live.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, April 23rd, 2002. I'm Autumn Gels.
And I'm Kelly Esno. Tonight our top story. The Clarion County Commissioners met today.
The meeting was not full of good news. Commissioner Butch Campbell made a somewhat surprising announcement.
County Commissioner Butch Campbell announced at today's commissioner meeting that he, quote, probably will not seek another term as commissioner.
I can't give you a definite answer, but I can tell you probably, as it stands today, I will not run for the job.
Campbell cited family considerations as the reasoning behind his decision.
Great strides. Contrary to the opinion of one of the local editors of the paper, I don't have to expose my family or myself to personal pot shots in the name of political humor or under the shroud of journalism. I don't need to be exposed to this, and I don't need this paper, and now that my dogs are housebroken, neither do they.
The commissioners also approved several other measures today. They placed 3 people on the Clarion County Development Council and filled a spot on the Clarion Hospital Authority. The commissioners also selected a new county bridge engineer and approved for the Eads Group to proceed with their bid package to renovate the Clarion office complex.
Senator Mary Jo White will be helping Clarion Borough out. She will be giving the county a $10,000 grant. This will be used to help pay for replacement windows at the Clarion Free Library. Borough Manager Carol Lapinto says that they hope to have the new windows in by next fall. The Clarion Railroaders have set their first show. The show will run from May 1st through the 3rd. The show will be in conjunction with Clarion Borough's Spring Fling. Admission will be $1 for adults and 50 cents for children. The show will be held in the Masonic Lodge building on Main Street.
It's that time of year again. That's right. The Special Olympics are here. Anyone who is interested in volunteering for the event can call Randy Regner at 226-5553. The event will be on Thursday with the torch run kicking off the event at 9 a.m. After that, the athletes will begin competition. Anyone who is looking to volunteer or help cheer on the athletes are welcome to attend.
Many Clarion University students might be able to take it easy soon. The state has announced the required amounts of credits will go from 128 to 120. I stopped by the dean's office to find out more information about this new policy.
Students at most of Pennsylvania's 14 state-owned universities may need fewer credits to graduate under a new policy adopted by the university's governing board. So how does this new policy affect Clarion University students?
Well, it will affect Clarion in a variety of ways. But let me say at first blush, we're not quite sure if this is going to be mandated by the state system or if, in fact, this is going to be encouraged by the state system or recommended. It's hard to say. But
this change was made at the request of the system's university presidents. But why is this policy being adopted now?
What the attempt is to increase or facilitate the graduation rate of students. And currently, most programs are 128 hours. And that means that students have to average 16 hours a semester, which is sort of an odd number. 120 hours really is the traditional baccalaureate degree, and that's what I had, 120 hours. And that averages, of course, 15 hours a semester. And so the idea is to facilitate graduation, the 4-year graduation rate, and the graduation rate in general.
While this new policy will excite most students, changes will have to be made to make up for the loss of 8 credits.
Different majors will implement it in different ways. The first thing that will probably happen is that if you go from 120 to 128 to 120, obviously there's an 8-hour reduction.
Right.
I suspect that half of that will come out of general education and half of that will come out of the majors. 4 hours is kind of an odd number, so in some cases what might happen is some of the majors may change courses and kind of combine them in some cases.
If the state system of higher education decides to mandate the 120 credit degree, the change in the curriculum may come easier for some departments than others.
I would expect that some of the science programs and especially the professional programs in education, the Bachelor of Science in Education, secondary ed programs, and even some of the other ones may still remain higher than 120 hours if that's acceptable to the state system.
While this new policy will most likely not affect current Clarion University juniors and seniors, The possibility exists that freshmen and sophomores will be grandfathered in.
Oftentimes when there's a catalog change, students have an option of coming in or using the catalog they came in with or selecting a new catalog. But I don't know, this is such a universal change, systematic change, that I'm not sure the devil's in the details on that one.
According to Dr. Green, it is not uncommon for the state system of higher education to announce a change without first informing the universities. Also, if the state system of higher education mandates this change, Dr. Green sees a new policy affecting Clarion University in the fall of 2003. Clarion University's chapter of the Society for Collegiate Journalists gathered together to welcome their new members and say honor to some of their older members.
I didn't get any of them. I got all of you.
Two of Clarion University's professors were honored at the event. Professor Mary Wilson and Professor Pat Marini were honored at the event, as were all the new members. Attending the event was 2U5's own Mark Despotakis, Kelly Esno, and Martise McCree. Everyone in attendance enjoyed guest speaker Len Baring from the Clarion News and the dinner supplied to the members.
It might be cold out tonight, but that won't stop the members of Theta Chi fraternity. The fraternity brothers are holding a sleep out from noon today until noon Wednesday. The fraternity brothers will be on the corner of Wood Street and Greenville Avenue to raise awareness of the homeless and hunger around the world. For 24 hours, the fraternity will be accepting donations of money and non-perishable food to benefit Clarion Community Action. So go by and place what you can into their shopping cart. Sunday night was the big night for Rusted Root fans. The group rolled into town to perform at Clarion University's Tippin Gymnasium. The group, whose first record sold over 110,000 records, their second album, which went platinum, thrilled Clarion students who spent the night dancing and singing along with the group. The group's newest album arrived in stores April 9th. Up next, TV5's Mark Despotakis went into the gym to find a great workout for everyone.
And also, two trains collided today. We'll bring you the latest.
But first, it's your turn. Your turn to tell us how you feel. Just send us an email or call us here at TV5 and let us know what you think of our shows.
This portion of the programming was brought to you by the Clarion Bowl Arena, located on Route 322, 1 mile east of Clarion. Bowl Arena offers rock and bowl every Friday and Saturday night, and a game room with 8 pool tables and arcade games. Bowl Arena also offers bumper bowling for kids' birthdays and league play for adults. Call 764-3471. Again, that's 764-3471.
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths, discover they have the power to change their future, and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you on after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by the Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant. The Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant is located at 540 Main Street in Clarion and offers dining as well as a nightclub. The restaurant and nightclub are open 7 days a week for your convenience. Call Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant, 226-8400.
I'm the best thing you ever had. Only thing I'm guilty of, giving you too much love, making you crazy, making you red, making me fall, making me suspect. Seem to think I'm playing her game. Don't you know her? This is me.
There's a better way to have fun with history. Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
You're watching TV5 with Zeta Tau Alpha.
Clarion University has a relatively new recreation center, which is used by students and community members.
But many don't use the rec center because they may not be aware of what the proper workout program is for them.
So our Mark Despotakis joins us to help us solve that problem.
I know what I should do and what I should be doing at the rec center to get a proper workout. So I decided to find out. And all this week I'm going to be showing you what a proper workout is for an average college student. You hear it all the time. People say they're going to the rec center to work out. But what exactly do people do when they work out? I know I wanted to get in shape, but I didn't know exactly what to do at the rec center. So I sought help. Drew Wilburn is a personal trainer at Clarion University's rec center, and I had him design an average workout program for college students.
Basically what we've come up with for today is a 3-day-a-week program, each day incorporating full body workout. In other words, we're going to try and target all the major muscles in the body, from your biceps and your triceps and your arms to a little bit of chest, some back work. We're going to try and incorporate your legs as well, and we're also going to try and throw in some cardio workout as well.
So we began with a cardio warm-up of 20 to 30 minutes.
Really, when it comes to cardio, it's really your choice. There's the indoor track here. You can use that. You can go run outside. There's the elliptical runners. We have Stairmasters. We have a rowing machine. We have stationary bikes. If you're someone who's not a big fan of cardio, which is someone like myself, what I tend to recommend to people is alternate. Maybe instead, if you're doing 30 minutes in one day, don't spend 30 minutes on one machine. Maybe spend 15 and 15 divided up between 2 machines, or you can even spend it between 3 machines, 10 minutes each. Okay.
After the warm-up, it was off to the weight room where we started with bench presses.
You want to keep your hips and your rear pressed against this mat at all times. Your shoulder blades must also be pressed against the mat at all times. Okay? Lower back, you notice you can slide a hand under the hips, that's fine. But your hips and your shoulder blades must be against the mat at all times. You want to choose a grip of about shoulder width apart. You can use the rings here to judge, or where the grip begins. Okay? I used to like to use my hands just inside the rings. Taller people, longer arm reach, you can go just outside, whatever's comfortable for you. Basically what you're going to do is keep your feet secure on the ground, those parts of your body pressed against the mat, lift the bar up to about mid-chest. What you're going to do is slowly bring it down to right about the nipple line across your chest. Okay, right about where your sternum is. You don't want to drop it on your chest. Just slowly down, and let it just touch. Using your arms and your back, press straight back up.
Drew recommends 3 sets of 10 reps each for the bench presses, and he says to choose weights you're comfortable with and then work up to heavier weights. Next, the lat pull down.
What this is going to work, when we say lats, we're talking about the muscles that reside right here down the side of your body, okay? What you're going to, you want to find a comfortable grip, something at least shoulder width apart, preferably a little bit wider. For my preference, I like to go extremely wide out to where you can see here where the bar curves. It's just, I find it's the most comfortable for me. What you're going to do then, have a seat in the apparatus. There's a leg catch here to keep your knees pressed against. Let your body hang here. Let it just, don't try and start already in this motion. What I want you to do is keep your body at what we call a dead hang. Okay, just hold on to the bar, From this motion, keeping your back straight, pull it to the front at the top of your chest. Keeping your elbows out, that focuses on the muscle groups you should be working.
Drew then showed me the low row.
This is actually works across the upper back. It can, depending upon how you do it, work a little bit more of your lower back as well. The way I prefer, feet securely on the feet pad, legs almost locked out, but a slight bend in the knee. Okay? Make sure you have a nice firm grip. Pull it back to your chest is elevated and your back is straight. You don't want to start with your back, with your shoulders rolled forward and your back curved. You want to try and get it chest up, flat back here. Again, letting the machine pull your arms straight. Now, again, having a nice firm grip, you're going to use your elbows, keep them in close, pull your elbows back, pulling the grip into your stomach, and you basically want to try and pinch your shoulder blades together.
Just the first part of the workout. Each day this week, I'm going to show you a few more exercises you should do in this workout program. Drew says we should do this workout 3 days a week. As I said, keep watching all week to learn the complete workout program Drew has designed. Kelly?
Well, you showed us a few workouts there. Is there any specific order we have to do those in, or can you just do them as you want?
Well, the order that we're going to show them this week, Drew has suggested that that's what the order we do them in. He says that it works the major muscle groups first, and then it moves on to the smaller groups, and you'll see that as we go on through more exercises this week.
Okay, thanks, Mark. We will look for more from you tomorrow. Now on to national news. A commuter train accident in Southern California has killed at least 3 people and left hundreds hurt. It happened during morning rush hour in Placentia, a Los Angeles suburb north of Anaheim. A freight train collided with the rear of the southbound Metrolink passenger train. A passenger said the train had come to a stop before being stuck. After the crash, he said we felt the impact and just kept moving us. At least 2 of the Metrolink's 4 cars were knocked off the track. 1 car was bent at an angle. An Orange County Fire Department official said at least 265 people are hurt, including at least 25 who had been transported to the hospital and trauma centers. Fire and rescue crews set up a triage center on the crash scene to check out the injured.
In his strongest statement yet on the sex abuse crisis in the Catholic Church, the Pope said priests who have molested children have done great harm. What do aspiring priests have to say about the scandal, and what effect is it having on them? Alessio Vinci finds out.
Learning the fundamentals of the priesthood, prayer, and the dialogue with God. Part of 3 years of study and training for these young seminarians at the Pontifical North American College in Rome. Celibacy and chastity are discussed with each student repeatedly and on a personal basis.
We want to try and judge these men if they are men of integrity. I mean, if there's a man here who is not a man of integrity, who is not living the call that he believes he's called to, well then, if we know it, we'll tell them, you don't belong here.
The controversy over pedophilia and sex abuse back home, yes, very much an issue on their minds. There is hardly a day when it doesn't come up.
Seminaries around the country, in the United States, and our seminary as well, are very much aware of the issues and dealing with the issues, and as well as sexual identity, sexual awareness, integrating our sexuality into our very lives and integrating it in a healthy manner.
Mark Rees will be ordained in Miami next month. He says all of the students have become sensitive to what he calls a wound in the church.
Perhaps internally, some fellows have a sense of doubt and have a sense of fear, but what comes out many times is a sense of loss, almost as though, somebody very close to you has died.
That sense of loss, he says, makes most of them even more determined to serve the church and the people of God.
I think a number of us are really encouraged to heal the situation. In a sense, that's what we're trained to do, and for us, it's a great privilege to return to the United States to exercise our ministry.
Fear, trepidation, sense of loss are all words commonly used inside the seminary these days. As mere mortals, one of them said, we are capable of sin, and only a strong prayer will help us guide our lives and become good priests. Alessio Vinci, CNN, Vatican City.
One of 4 Canadian soldiers killed by friendly fire in Afghanistan was laid to rest today. Canadian soldiers and commanders honored memory of Corporal Answorth Dyer during a military ceremony in Toronto. Hundreds gathered at a church downtown to say goodbye to the 25-year-old. Dyer's younger sister described her brother as the most unselfish and compassionate person she knew. Up next, Kelly Martin will be here with the weather forecast.
But first, here's a look at tonight's stock report.
wasn't going to school because I was making money stealing cars. Well, I was 10 when I first got involved with drugs. I skipped school because, you know, nobody cared.
When I first got pregnant, school was not important to me, so I dropped out.
Well, if I don't finish school, then I can't go to college. I mean, that's the whole point of what I want to do with my life.
I still need to go to school to make it for myself.
I think I'm happier now. I know I'm happier now.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by Fox's Pizza Den. Fox's Pizza Den is located on Old Route 66 in Clarion and offers all-day delivery. Phone 226-5555. That's 226-5555. Fox's Pizza Den is open 7 days a week for your convenience. Phone 226-5555.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant from Clarion Hospital. Clarion Hospital is located off of Exit 9 of Interstate 80. Clarion Hospital offers outpatient services, transitional care, as well as an emergency room open around the clock every day of the year. More than 400 employees and 80 physicians work to serve the community. Call the Clarion Hospital at 226-9500. Clarion Hospital, providing health care to Clarion County and surrounding communities since 1954.
You're watching Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Well, I know that I definitely am missing last week's weather. What can we look forward to for this week, do you think?
Well, last week's weather was really nice, and we all do miss it, but everyone complains when it's too hot and too cold, so we'll see what goes on. The Northeast satellite map is showing that the clouds over Pennsylvania appear to be having little effect over the region. The skies seem to be peaceful, which means no rain or snow accumulating. Hopefully the cold clouds in the New England states will stay up there, so warm temperatures can come our way. Let's go to the current front map. The current front map is showing that there is not very much activity going across the United States. It looks as though some warm air might be headed our way in the days to come, if the wind continues to move in the direction that it currently is. Strong winds seem to be the only thing happening right now. Now we'll take a look at tomorrow's front map. Tomorrow's front map is representing that there is rain all throughout the Midwest. However, the showers that are going on appear to be pretty light. The wind is moving the rain up north towards Canada, so it would hopefully avoid Clarion at all costs. Now we'll go view the 5-day forecast to see what is in store for the days to come. Wednesday, high 68, low 44, mostly sunny. Thursday, high 62, low 30, AM showers. Friday, high 57, low 30, mostly cloudy. Saturday, high 58, low 31, thunder showers. Sunday, high 67, low 36, showers.
Well, at least we'll have one sunny day out of this week. Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.
This weekend was the big finale, the Greek finale. Greek Week is now officially over, and it ended with a bang. TV5's own Pat Grace was there to watch Greeks sing their hearts out.
Performance. Saturday at 3 o'clock, the Greeks met in the Morgue Boyd Auditorium for their annual Greek Sing competition, where they competed in 2 categories of song, the formal category and the informal category. Formal songs range from the patriotic to ballads of yesteryear, or yesterday. The informal category brought a wide variety of songs, from songs of the 60s, 70s, and 80s to Broadway hits. Needless to say, all of the Greeks were excited and ready to hit the stage after putting countless hours of hard work and practice into their performance.
Yes, this will be my first Greek Sing, and I'm having a good time doing it.
Like over 60 hours since February we've been working on it.
But they weren't the only ones who worked extremely hard to make this year's Greek Sing a success.
We started planning as soon as we came back in January, and we've had meetings every Thursday since we came back with all the Greek League chairs from all the different organizations.
Clarion University President Dr. Diane Reinhardt, Jim and Lydia Crooks, and Mr. Harry Tripp had the honor of judging this year's competition, but the decision wasn't an easy one. The afternoon was filled with great performances. When all was said and done, however, it was the Sigma Pi fraternity winning the formal, informal, and overall competitions for the Greek men's division with their performances of Yesterday by the Beatles and New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. The Zeta Chi Alpha sorority also swept in the Greek women's division with their performances of Count on Me by C.C. Williams and Whitney Houston, and Heaven Hop from Anything Goes. Another year, another successful Greek Olympics, another successful Greek Sing. In the newsroom, Pat Grace, TV5 News.
Up next, Kara Guyton will be here with tonight's sports.
But first, here's a look at tonight's Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Hope you're a winner.
I don't want to eat.
Come on, just one bite.
I don't like it.
This portion of programming is sponsored by Reese Brothers, located in Drake Square Building in Oil City. Reese Brothers offers competitive hourly wage, plus daily bonuses, flexible scheduling, company-sponsored health benefits, and paid professional training. Call today at 1-800-365-3500, extension 684, or 677-9236 for your personal interview, or stop by and visit the Drake Square Building. Reese Brothers, where integrity and technology connect.
Hear the one about the rabbi and the reverend who like to party? A community coalition got them together with local restaurant owners. Now they host drug-free kids parties.
These guys know how to party.
It's just one example of what community coalitions can do. But it's not the only way to keep kids away from drugs. Visit helpyourcommunity.org to find out what your group can do. Because you get more
when you get together.
Wardrobe for some TV5 News staff provided by Fashion Bugs located in the Clarion Mall. Whether you're looking for junior trendy or fashion for women, they have it all with many different styles. Fashion Bug also offers a wide selection of accessories. Fashion Bug is located in the Clarion Mall, just off exit 62 off Interstate 80. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 9 p.m., and Sunday from noon till 5.
Well, Kara Guyton is here with us, and I believe we're talking about golf and sports today, right?
Yes, we are. Thanks, Kelly. Clarion University men's golf team won the PSAC title this past weekend in Denver, PA. The lineup featured senior Anthony Tacanelli, junior Ryan Peffer, sophomore Matt Biddington, and freshman Matt Guyton and Lou Jesseselik. The team had a total score of 605, beating out Millersville, Indiana, PA, Westchester, and Slippery Rock. Leading the Eagles in scoring was Matt Guyton and Ryan Peffer. Its insult added to injury for Pirates third baseman Aramis Ramirez. He sprained an ankle after charging the mound against the Brewers last week, and now the league has suspended Ramirez for 7 games. He hasn't played since that game last Wednesday, and because he's out of the community, Ramirez will serve rather than appeal the suspension. When the New York boss puts up an offer you can't refuse, well, you can't refuse. George Steinbrenner's $120 million enticement over the winter was far more than the A's could muster up. So Jason Giambi left his heart in Oakland to play in Yankee pinstripes. Tonight, Giambi returns to the Bay Area to face his former team for the first time. Pity the A's. After a slow start, Giambi is swinging his familiar hot stick right about now. He hit his 4th home run the other day. He has 10 RBI now, and his average is up to .263 with a bullet. That's all for sports. Back to you, Kelly.
Thanks, Kara. That's the news for tonight. Join us tomorrow night at 7 with Jackie Nealon and Pat Grace. Up next on Feedback, it's time for the Anchor Free-for-All, where Mark will be joined by the TV5 News anchors. Autumn, I believe you are on tonight?
Yes, I am, and you can catch Kelly on Thursday night. So stay tuned for that, and for everyone here at TV5, I'm Autumn Gels.
And I'm Kelly Esno. Have a good night.